Hi, everybody, and welcome to Daisies and Dragons, where we are celebrating Pride with all these lovely people. Woo! Let's start introducing these incredible folks. Starting off with Val. Please introduce yourself.
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Valiant Dorian. I use he, him, his pronouns. You can find me all around the internet at Valiant Dorian or at Odds of Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely treasure hunt that I just set you on. And tonight I will be being gay and committing crimes with all these wonderful folks. But we'll get into that later. Whoever goes next, Chirag, take it away, please.
Yes. Next up, willing to do villainous activity any month, but especially during Pride, we have Shawn.
Yeah, that's an accurate description of me, 100%. Yeah. Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Banerjee. I use they them pronouns, and I'm also here to do crime and be gay about it. But yeah, cool.
Yes. Yeah, and finally beginning her villainous arc. She's gone from heroic Yanta to gay criminal. We have Asis.
Maybe also gay Yanta to gay criminal.
That's true.
Hi, Asis. She, her. You can find me most places at Popod. You can find me on Twitter at SBNA. And I'm here to do gay and be crimes.
Excellent. And yes, that's exactly what's happening. We'll be playing the one-pager, Be Gay, Do Crimes. The aim of the game is to be fabulous while committing crimes. And, not accidentally failing at both of those. For the rest of this month, we're going to be trying to raise money for a very specific charity that's dear to our heart. Based in India, we have SIP Memorial Trust. It's a charity designed to help children who have been affected by HIV, and any donations you can do for the stream will go directly to that charity to help them out. So please support them as best you can. But yes, none of those wonderful information is there. We can get into the other wonderful action of doing gay crimes. So this game, Be Gay, Do Crimes, a game by Evan Saft, is hacked from Honey Heist, so there may be some similarity here. There are two important stats that the players have. Gay, which are used for doing anything flamboyant, and criminal, when they're used to do anything sneaky. They literally cannot do anything else. That is the rules of the game. And for this game, it is a D6 system, unless they're doing something they're good at, which you get to find out what they're good at when our players introduce their characters, their style, their skill, and their role. But yes, there's another secret reveal. Each of these characters has a crush on one or two of their other crew members. And if things go very badly, they may feel compelled to confess their crush and then be embarrassed and run away. The other bad ending is they do crime too much and they end up either being arrested or being swept away into the wonders of crime. There is, it's like all visual novels, there is a secret true ending, a good ending. We'll see if our players can actually make it this time. We've only got the one shot to figure that out. But yes, just be careful about making sure your criminal stat doesn't go too high and your gay stat doesn't go too high without becoming fabulous. And we'll explain what that is if anyone becomes fabulous, which I'm sure all our players will, because they came into this game fabulous. Look at them. Yes, great. So, also, we are going to be having, if you give donations, you'll be able to give rerolls to either one of our players, which just put down the name of the player, or you can give them to me, which is weird because I don't roll in this game, but basically I make the player roll with disadvantage. So, give it to me if you're feeling really evil this Pride, which is good. That's acceptable. We stand that. Now, we're going to get started with our players introducing, who their characters are, their names, their pronouns, and their style and role. So let's get started with good buddy Val. Val, what are you going to be playing?
Hello, everyone. I'm being extremely on brand here. The dice have decided that I will be playing an actual literal bear who does bear things and is the group's driver. His name is Baloo and uses he, they pronouns because bears don't care about gender. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take the game out of the honey heist, but you can't take the honey heist out of the game.
You can take Honey Ice out of the game.
Yeah. All right. Shawn, tell us about this character and how distinct they are from you.
They're extremely distinct from me. I will be playing Ginger, who also uses they/them pronouns. I am the group's activist. Oh wait, no, I am an activist, and my role is thief, which is not at all like my real life in any way.
Absolutely. No. Asis, tell us. Hopefully, your character is distinct from who you are in real life.
Hopefully. No, I'm playing a swamp witch. So in real life, I'm a bad witch. It's fine. There's a difference. So I'm playing a swamp witch named Mirabog. Her pronouns are she, her. She does spiteful magics, and she is the muscle of the group.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And now everyone's characters' names should be there. I will have to adjust Shawn a little bit. Shawn is just too powerful. I have to reduce that. I hope it looks good. All right. Yes. Okay, it's in there. So now that that's sorted, our characters, of course, the crushes, we're not telling you. You may discover by how the players are acting, who they may or may not have crushes on. We'll see. If you can guess it, put it down in chat if you can figure out who has a crush or a super crush on who. But yeah, they'll figure it out. Can they keep their composures? Or will they all be gay disasters? This is what we came here to see. All right, so let's get it. If there's nothing else we want to get going, any emergencies? Oh no. Sweet. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, we have an itch bundle where for $10 you can gain 59 games created by different LGBT creators. Some incredible ones like Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Wonder Home, all amazing ones, and some made by people in the Daisy community, I believe. But check it out. I think the bundle will be shared in chat at some point. And with that, the itch bundle. If that's everything, let's get it started in here. So, our brave.
All of us heard that music in our head.
Exactly. We can't play it because copyright is one crime we will not be committing this evening. Copyright infringement we will not be committing this evening. But yes. So
we tried. Shubham said no.
Shubham said no. Shubham's keeping us on the straight and narrow. Boo. So our heroes. Gathered around, are coming together for, obviously, one last job. They've known each other for a while. They've done jobs together, as are meant to do. But now they need the big score, really important one. The question is, what kind of job are they going to do? After all, what kind of jobs, what kind of crimes are they most well known for? The one that are they most well known for arson insurance? Are they most well known for heists? Are they, stealing from kings, queens, corporations? Are they well known for something else? Are they a group of hitmen? What do you guys think you're most well known for?
Whatever it is, it needs to be camp.
It needs to be
camp.
We're the campus hitmen in the village.
Like I'm imagining we need a Doom adaptation of our specific crew that's extremely camp and gay. That's what I want out of our heist group.
I mean,
I like the stealing from corporations idea. I
love that idea.
That's very gay.
On motorcycles?
Do we want to be on motorcycles?
When my father was growing up in Kolkata, he was in a moped gang.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a group of other engineering students.
Engineering student.
What do you expect?
So we could be anti-corporate moped gang members. Though we only have one driver, so I imagine we just have 2 sidecars.
Oh my god, yes, we have like
Oh my
one
God, I love
moped
it,
with
yeah.
2 sidecars
Love
that's
it.
driven by a bear. Undercover missions are the best for our crew.
No one knows where we come from or where we go.
Yeah.
So subtle.
No, subtly is overrated. All right, so Moped Machale, let's get going. I'm not saying that's the crew name. Please don't let that be the crew name.
I'm writing it down.
Oh god. All right. So this infamous group of international moped driving thieves who steal from various corporations. Yeah, you have now you're coming in for the one big job that you guys want to do. And of course, there are many targets you guys could go for. There are like many as you're looking over them. For example, one example is many corporations are a little bit, many corporations that put on the rainbow flag, ready to tear it down the minute it becomes 1st of July. You know, Duca Bank, definitely not related to any real life banks, definitely. Also, other corporations that you could be seeing. What else? What other corporation could be there? Apple's got this brand new phone that will last at least 2 weeks before becoming redundant. They got you can steal all kinds of technology from there, really break into patent infringement, or some other crimes. Like, what kind of corporations do you guys want to go? This is your last job, as you're all kind of thinking, in your secret undisclosed base, all together. With these people who you may not see after this job, because this is the one last job. What are you guys planning? We'll go to this scene.
I like the idea of going after maybe a shill of a corporation that's like putting off a pride, but they're obviously trying to. It's like maybe they have like a scheme that's specifically lining their own pockets, and we are trying to like Robin Hood it. I think that'd be really fun, especially since we have an activist in the group.
Sorry,
I
go
think
ahead.
that makes sense.
I was going to say take from the rich and give to the gays, and that's not going to be funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
We have to steal the
Declaration of Independence.
No, we gotta steal the Pride collection from this corporation.
Oh my god, it's like a special like fashion like pride collection or something.
Yeah, exactly. And every year they try to copyright it, and so we will be doing copyright infringement.
Hey.
We're gonna release them to their open source, fashion designs.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
This is an idea.
I love this idea. Yes.
I love this idea.
Okay, see you well.
It's kept. I think Baloo probably enters. Maybe we're meeting at a local brunch place where all the gays hang.
Probably a coffee shop.
Probably a coffee shop. Baloo walks in, completely inconspicuous black bear, probably a sloth bear. So very, very fuzzy and fluffy, wearing a big jacket to poorly hide that he is quite literally an actual bear. And as he kind of bumbles in on his little 2 feet and hands a plan to our group inconspicuously, and just kind of goes, begins with a bear-like grumble of rum, 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 which, and then says, they've got a secret inner sanctum within the Pride Parade. That's where they're keeping the goods. And I'm going to sit down on a tiny little coffee chair and hunch over the table and look at you all.
I'm just going to dramatically narrow my eyes.
Yeah.
The goods? The goods goods?
Sorry, I completely missed that. for the weapon. What did you say, Asis?
I said the goods, like the goods.
Goods, and the schematics for them. We have the copyright, and we have the prototypes.
Without the copyrights or prototypes, they won't be able to restrict access to their line of pride clothing they do every year. Finally, we can release it to the masses. Sorry, I had to think about that. Apologies. But Baloo, this is amazing recon work. It is always astounding to me that you are able to do this while wearing such a distinct coat.
Baloo, kind of like, bashfully holds a paw up to his snout, and just kind of like clears his throat. It's like, oh well, it's nothing at all. Just a bit of recon there, sticking to the shadows, moving unseen amongst the populace, and a quick sidebar of Baloo standing extremely conspicuously like this in the middle of the crowd while watching them kind of like set up the whole tent for this event.
He never saw you coming.
No one knows. Not a single person knows that I was there that day.
Yeah. Mirabog, what do you look like in this brunch? Like, how do you appear? You look like a small fish. You look like something else.
So I'm like, imagine like someone dressed in like just kind of goth clothes, like very goth clothes, like slightly on the witchy side of goth, but she's trying not to make it too obvious. But then she has like this giant hat. And again, this is not a witch hat, this is a goth hat. Like, she's trying to be brunch appropriate. Like, it's a giant black hat, but it's not a witch hat.
Sure.
And and she has like a magic book floating in front of her, and like tentacles coming out of her behind, just like, to kind of ward off danger. And she's eating a croissant.
That's appropriate for goth brunch.
Yeah.
How does the activist Ginger look?
I'm just stuck on you have tentacles to ward off danger. Love it. All right. Ginger looks very sleek. They're also a larger person, but they're very well dressed. They have a long coat that almost reminds you of like a sherwani, but like meant to be worn open. Black with a dark gray paisley on it. And other than that, they just have a giant stack of waffles. There's just an inappropriate amount of, I suppose I should put both hands in frame, which they have not seemed to have touched yet. Yeah.
So, waffles of it. Yeah, waffles are coming. Of course, Honey Crisp is brought over for the, our slot bear as he arrives. As you guys are preparing, for later today when Pride starts. As you know, you'll only have a limited amount of time. You will only be able to take it while Pride is going on. So you'll have to go through Pride traffic, through the security, through all manner of those all those plans. But shall we see how good the recon was that our incredible driver, our incredible bear, did?
Sure. Can I argue that me existing as a conspicuous bear is me doing bear things, which is my skill?
All right, if anyone buys that, raise your hand. Okay, the haves have it. You can roll.
Why would I not support my bear?
Yeah.
We gotta support the bear.
All right, so you two and Stray Toads have agreed to that. So roll 2d6.
2d6, and this is a criminal activity.
This is a criminal activity.
Okay, I rolled a 2 and a 3, and I take the lowest, so that's a 2.
Hey, so that is a success.
Ooh.
If you succeed on your roll, you can attempt to push your luck to impress your crush by being a gay criminal. Roll the stat you didn't use, and if you succeed, mark 1 fabulous in your sheet. So, do you want to push your luck?
Yeah. Do I roll 2d6 as well for that, or to push my luck, or is it just 1?
Yeah, why not? But it's based on gay instead of criminal. And describe how you're trying to be more how this makes you a gay criminal, not just a criminal.
So I think how Baloo went about it was yes, he was standing out in the crowd conspicuously like this, but as soon as he saw the very, very obvious greedy corporate shills that are hanging out of Pride, I think maybe one of the individuals there is someone that Ginger speaks about constantly with great hatred and disdain. And so Baloo, like any forlorn and person who's having a crush on someone in a very, very gay fashion, kind of shifts and begins following this particular individual to see where the goods are kept and where the schematics are. And maybe he happens upon the central portion of the parade floats that's housing. It's an impractical place to be housing this, but it sure is housing the prototypes and the schematics for a big reveal once they go through the parade. And Baloo's hanging around by a perfectly shaped pillar that's about his width, but just doesn't cover his paws quite well. That he's clearly behind it, but he's standing to the side, so that way it does cover him.
All right, let's roll your 2d6.
2d6. Okay, one of them was a 5, the other one was a 2. So, do again.
Yep. You managed to do it without being noticed. No one noticed you going around. You were able to hide yourself pretty well. So that means you get to mark, one. You get to mark 1 fabulous. And you also
fabulous.
Yeah, you also managed in your photos to get a picture of someone that, that someone Ginger really hates that works within one of these big corporate entities. Mm-hmm. Someone who's just who just ruins the good name of Pride for corporate benefit. What, Ginger? Tell us about this individual that you really hate.
My ex, Cinnamon.
Oh, not Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Ex.
My ex, yeah. No, there's a few of those floating around, but this one, she broke my heart. She really did. I thought that she was going to be an inside person for us on a previous job. She went full corporate. Took that benefits package, health insurance. Who needs that? Now she showers every day. Not at all an activist. It's a huge problem. Also, she killed my brother.
Oh yeah,
let's go.
Yeah. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, no. Corporate malfeasance.
She washed away the blood with her shower.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, but that was while you were still dating, right?
Oh yeah. It was one of those. I thought maybe we could work past it. Maybe we can get couples therapy or something. But it just. She has an external locus of control. She doesn't take, responsibility for her own actions.
Nice. Yeah, fair enough. Would you say Ginger is more of an intellectual threat or more of a physical threat? She's got that bodyguard physique, or is it more no, she's the planning out and the security and thinking that way? We think she's a bit of both. Or do you think they're a bit of both?
Maybe a bit of both, leaning towards the planning side of things. We do have a literal bear on the team, but I feel like we have a decent amount of muscle there.
I need muscle. We don't need the bear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have muscle and we have a bear driver. But I think I'll lean on the intellectual pursuits a little.
Sure. That makes sense for Cinnamon. Cinnamon, you said was they them? Or she?
Cinnamon's she her.
Got it, thank you.
Oh, we were talking about Cinnamon.
It may be evil, but I still gotta get their pronouns correct. Because I'm not Duke back. Everything? Asis, you still with us?
Am I not?
Asis, are you still here?
I can see and hear you.
Asis is still here, yes.
Asis, can you speak?
Yes. Hello?
Okay, good. I can hear you. I can hear you, and the thing picks you up, which is good. And you're still on stream, which is the important thing. Lovely. So we have So that is the biggest threat of this unnamed fashion company, which we haven't named yet. But that's all right. We'll reveal it, later when we can get around the copyright. But that's where you get. So, in that case, what is the next stage of your plan? You have photographs. You have some idea of like what the security is, and you almost, where the outfits are going to be, and like have an idea of like where they're going to be during the Pride. But you didn't get any pictures of the actual designs yet. They're keeping that.
No.
You weren't able to get close enough for that. But you got a lot of good information. So what are you going to do? What is the plan?
I feel like we should do the classic, like find like who's on security duty, take them out, steal their clothes, pretend to be security.
Yes.
Hey.
I love that idea. Baloo, as he's like thumbing through just a little like jam jar full of honey. He's just thumbing his little paw in there and just like chomping and like eating bits of honey off his finger, and just goes, who's gonna wear the security uniform? They always don't fit me. Thank you. You see a beam of gratitude light from this poor bear's eyes as he said, I'll do it. And he's like, oh my god. He's eating his little honey. Well, I could have my moped hovering nearby. Maybe I can sneak in as one of their like security bikes or something.
What if we make the moped into a float?
You can make the moped
That sounds
into a
amazing.
float. What kind of float?
With Mirabog, a gay float. With Mirabog on security to let us into the staging area. Your excellent driving skills. Pretend to be afloat. So what kind of float?
What kind of float?
It has to be something they don't already have.
True.
And we gotta be small and inconspicuous, but visible enough that no one's going to suspect us.
Yeah, like one of those like mini floats that kind of move throughout the parade, right? I think with the moped we can certainly get that done. Chat, whatever floats your boat is not a helpful suggestion.
It would be whatever floats your float.
Yeah.
Whatever boats your float.
Yo. I think Baloo kind of just goes, do we have an attraction we can put on, like a little dance or something, or maybe a firework? Maybe not fireworks. They kind of spook me.
Can you dance? I can't dance. Can you dance, Jinju?
I can certainly try.
I think this is a point where we will come back to the brunch in flashbacks as you reveal what's going on. But I think now we move on into present time as we go, as Pride is starting. All these different incredible floats are coming on. These incredible performances. Some really, honest, sincere action by those, from the LGBT plus community, and of course, the big corporate entities that are like, like Garfield has always loved LGBT stuff as much as he loves lasagna. He hates discrimination and Mondays. Yeah, that's also going on. Yeah. While that's going on, we cut over to Mirabog, who is picking out a target to basically steal. Are you stealing just one set of uniform or a uniform for all three of you?
I mean, I guess if the other two are on the float, they don't need a uniform. I'll just steal one for myself.
Makes sense. So, who are you aiming for? Like, which out of all the kind of guards and those people who are part of, who are you aiming for? Are you looking for someone who looks like security? Are you looking for someone who looks like, with a clipboard and all those things? You look, who's like more officey? Who's your target?
I think I'm definitely gonna go for security.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna find someone who clearly has I basically want to just kind of tail someone around the corner and find out who has a security door access.
Okay.
And then just punch them out when they're alone.
You're looking for them when they're alone. We'll see if this works. This is definitely criminal because you're trying to be sneaky about it rather than flamboyant. So roll 2d6 because you are the muscle. This is what you came here for. Oh yeah. Unless you're using...
So 1 and a 4.
1 is good enough. You definitely succeed. You succeed on the roll, so you will succeed. But do you want to push your luck by being a gay criminal, to kind of impress your crush?
I think not here.
No, okay, that's absolutely fine. So
I need to be more visible to be.
Sure. Yeah, you're not recording. You're not playing this on Instagram Live while you're doing this with one of the hands for later. No. Sure. Describe how you use your spiteful magics to outmuscle this person out of their uniform.
Oh, I mean, so being a swamp witch, I think most of my spiteful magics tend to focus around, foamy plants and otherworldly tentacle creatures, horrors beyond your comprehension, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So I'll catch this security officer while they're alone, and I will just have my magic spell book that kind of just floats around me and read off an incantation. And yeah, plants kind of creep near them and just pull them down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And these two tentacles appear in the form of fists and just start beating them on the face.
And you can hear him say "Oh, I knew this would happen when I went to Pride."
Oh no!
Yes.
And yeah, and then I go, once they're unconscious, I go over, take off their uniform, and I take out a can of black spray paint from my bag and spray the entire uniform black before I put it on.
So you took this uniform to disguise yourself to get in, and then you're going to spray paint this uniform into a color it's not.
It has to be goth.
I appreciate that. That makes sense. Because the plan went off without a hitch, move 1 point from criminal into gay. Also, Val, can you do the same? Because your plan also worked out. So yeah.
I did, yes.
Yes. I have to explain for the audience. I know you're excellent.
Thank you.
Yes. So if their plan had failed, they would move from 1 point from gay into criminal. So that's going well. You have your goth uniform and a security pass, which will help you get it. Now, let's go to the float, the little moped float that's being designed. As the one who's organized protests, who's used to getting people's attention, who knows how things should look at kind of Pride. Ginger, what kind of moped float have you made?
So I would like to roll gay for this.
Oh yeah, this is always going to be gay.
Right,
Yeah.
It's always going to be gay.
What I would love to do is do an awkward advance in the middle of this montage of building the float.
Sure.
Great. Good. So I'll move 1 point from criminal to gay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, that's only if you roll 6.
No, they can voluntarily move a point if they make an awkward advance toward
okay, right.
both of your crushes. So, describe
Doing a
this
little-
awkward advance.
So obviously, Baloo and I are working on this. Baloo being significantly taller than I am is very helpful, and we're sticking with the goth themes. So it's a goth pride parade moped. It puts itself together so easily, everyone.
Yeah.
I think I got it. I think that it is a goth pride pizza delivery pastiche. Gets a little moped with pizza delivery thing going on. There's some sort of innuendo about sausage. Chat, get in there with the innuendos.
Exactly.
And both Baloo and I are kind of dressed as sexy pizza delivery people, right? Very
Sure.
short shorts, mesh top.
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
Also all dyed black.
This is pretty standard stuff. We've all seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
And so the float itself is got big giant like feathers coming out of it, big black feathers. It's got one of those little like pizza delivery magnets you put on top, but it's just kind of on a little canopy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Here we go. Sexy, gay, goth pizza delivery.
Okay.
Joy.
So much joy. Okay. Yeah, give me. This is definitely you're rolling with gay. I'm just trying to think if this uses your skill or related to your role. What was your role again? Thief. It was thief. It might work with. Do you think it works with your skill?
I mean, I don't know. It feels more maybe like a mastermind move than a thief move.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give me advantage.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just roll one dice then.
Donate now.
Yeah, donate now, and we'll get the rerolls. Come on, chat. No way. Yeah, there's P.
You're doing it for gay and for a good cause. That sounds like a good deal. That's a bargain. I'm using the magic words. Bargain deal.
Yeah, exactly.
I have rolled a 3, which is under my current
Good.
gay score of 4.
Excellent. Yeah.
I think throughout the montage of building this thing, I'm just kind of there's all these like awkward moments where Baloo's like holding something up while I like secure it, and I'm just like, oh, you're so big, and the thing with the strong, you're strong. Yeah. So that's good. It's
yeah.
good to do that way. Iced coffee? Iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's probably an awkward moment as well because Baloo is a literal bear, where he has to wear the little pizza boy hat, and you have to do like a tiny hat like clip on for him because it doesn't.
Like I'm just like, oh, just
yeah.
Does that hurt? Is that okay? Is that too tight?
No. I've lots of soft bears got lots of fur.
It's so soft. It's incredibly.
Thank you. Condition once a month.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Condition once a month, shower never. Makes sense. Do you what's it called?
They shower. They go into a little swimming pool when they're not supposed to every now and then.
Do you want to push your luck to impress your crush by being a gay criminal?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay. You roll the stat you didn't use, so this is against your criminal stat now.
Great. So this needs to be a 2 or a 1.
A 2 or a 1.
Oh my god.
That's a 5.
No.
Okay. So that means as this is happening and you're just like very, extremely close, all this is happening, your pizza place that's, kind of been set up, all this kind of thing, you suddenly just like get a lot of attention, a lot of like people find it's hungry work marching and all this thing, and then suddenly it's like, hey, I heard you had extra sausage, I love that. And then you're like, oh, you got any vegan options? And suddenly your little moped getaway ride is being surrounded by all these like hungry people at Pride who are just kind of like cramping your style a little bit. They're like, so where's the pizza? You got any pizza? I would kill for a calzone. I'd like it if there was just any gluten or cheese or tomato or any dough, but if you could make something for me that way. And just like there's a little bit surrounded. I think when this counts as the plan fails and you run into difficulty, or is it the plan went off without a hitch? People believe that you're a pizza moped. People believe that 100%. So
just believe it a bit too hard. They're believing it a little hard.
So I'll let you decide. Is this desperation or overconfidence?
I think it's overconfidence. I think we built such a the float's not even supposed to be a food truck. We did so good.
Yeah.
But I wasn't focused, and I was too busy trying to impress whoever my crush is.
Whoever they may.
And now people think we're a food truck. This is a problem.
This is a problem.
So move 1 point from criminal into gay. I think that brings you up to 5 gay.
Oh my God,
yeah.
so
5 gay.
Yeah.
That's 5-1. Can I go to 0? Is that a thing?
Yeah, if you're gay, that's a call. If you're
there's a thing.
If you go to 6, it's a fail state unless you have 3 fabulous.
Right.
So that is what's going on. You're a little bit surrounded on all sides. The moped getaway is going to be a little difficult, but somebody has a security pass, and they're able to use that and their guard uniform to kind of get in as they reach the secure part of this.
Question: Do I hear any indication of the chaos happening around the floor?
You hear the desperate cries of a little bear surrounded by many people who are asking you to put a pizza in an oven he did not make.
Yeah. You have a choice. Basically, do you want to stop and go in with your security pass into this is less of a float and more like a moving fortress that's kind of taking up a large part of this street of Pride. So it's your choice. You can either stop to see and help them out, or you can go into the fortress and start, locating the goods, the fashion. So what do you want to do?
I think I feel out of somebody, I'm going to stop and see what's going on.
Yeah. So you stop, and there is a big commotion over where moped pizza should be, and there's a lot of attention. Not everyone in Pride, because obviously it's a big thing, but there is a significant amount that would make it very difficult for them to do a moped getaway. A lot of hungry Pride walkers. The Pride is starving, just like Lion King.
I want to I basically kind of want to disrupt the crowd and create a path for the moped in the gayest way possible.
What is the gayest way possible?
Good question. I think I want to try and I want to basically jump across the floors, do a big backflip and land in front of our float, and just shout at everyone rushing the float that they're giving free iced coffee to gay people at that Starbucks over there.
Oh, that's a good move. That is a very good move. Yeah, that makes sense. You're definitely using either magic or muscle to do that incredible flip. So I'll let you roll 2 dice. I think this is 100% gay stat.
This is very gay, clearly.
Clearly. All right, roll.
Okay. That is a 2 and a 6. That's fine.
Yeah. All you needed was the 2. Yeah. Do you want to push it? Do you want to be a gay criminal?
I do. I've got the center stage right now. Everyone's looking at me. My crush is looking at me. I want to be a great gay criminal.
Yeah. Yeah. So roll again, and you're using the gay stat as the criminal stat. Oh, sorry, you're using the criminal stat as the gay
I'm
stat.
using the criminal stat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That is 3 and a 4. That fails.
Okay, so yes, you leap over. You announce it that that Starbucks is giving away free iced coffees for as you said the gay, and so large number of them are like, well, oh my god, I could kill one of those, and they said. And so, do you think they'll have pumpkin spice this time of year? And they're just all running towards Starbucks and causing a havoc over there. Unfortunately, cut away to inside the fortress, into the float, where they've got big computer consoles. As you can see, Ginger is just like watching on various cameras, and I think
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, not Ginger. Ginger's ex, Cinnamon, is like examining all these on like computer consoles, different like stats recording, like possibility. If we target that specific group over there, yes, our profits will go up. Yes, we have to push the right amount. Yes, the right amount of gave up. Push our legions that way, that hard without going to. And then they notice you and say, wait a minute, magical backflips. What is going on? And you can just see like there's like a zoom in on you in mid backflip, looking incredible. And they're like, keep an eye. That is very strange. I didn't think we'd see actual magic at Pride. Keep an eye on this. And so you've been noted, especially for your obvious use of magical and muscle. So that's a problem to deal with later on. But the plan went off kind of without a hitch. So you can move 1 point from criminal into gay. What's your stats now?
My criminal is at 1. My gay is at 5.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember, you can always move a point from gay to criminal by doing a flashback scene to where you're planning out the heist. But if you don't, we'll get to it. We'll get to a fun 6. So now the three of you are kind of together. People are distracted. You're in the uniform. You have the security key. The moped has space to move for your getaway. What do you guys do when you're all kind of like together?
I just whisper like, God, I wish that iced coffee was doing. I need an iced coffee so bad right now.
Oh, I could swing by when we are heading
Can I
out.
do a flashback?
Sure. What do you want to do? Let's go to the flashback. Back to the place.
As Mirabog says that she wants an iced coffee, use an iced coffee so bad, I'm gonna flashback to earlier when we were buying supplies, and it's just Baloo like holding 900 bags of like crafting supplies, all in black and grays, and then while Baloo's like, oh, and I don't know, I don't want to talk to your character, but while Baloo's distracted, I'll grab 3 iced coffees, 1 black, no sugar obviously, and the other 2 in the ways that you like them, and I'll put them in the moped's like one little cooler area, the only place for little food in it. So as soon as Mirabog says that, I'll like open up the cooler and be like, iced coffees for all 3 of us.
Hey.
Very important flashback for crime.
Thank you.
Yes.
I take my iced coffee and just like kind of shy away in a corner and start sipping it.
Just the way I like it. 90% honey.
90%. I just bought a jar of honey and put coffee on top of it.
You just put like a splash of whoever.
Just a shot of espresso into a jar of honey.
It's just pumpkin spice honey.
Refreshing.
Mirabog, were you able to find out where in the parade order our target float from company is?
Yeah, the fortress. I know where the fortress is. I'm assuming the fortress is gonna be like somewhere right in the middle. You have to keep guarded on all sides.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of the street. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a big one. The big float in the middle.
Oh yeah. The big one. They've got like this huge kind of like big monolith. It's been painted over with rainbow paint, but you can see like it's recent paint, like a little bit still like dripping. Underneath, it is a steel gray monolith. That wouldn't look out of place in what's it called? Maybe wouldn't look out of place in the sci-fi cyberpunk setting, but it's just this huge towering thing with a little door. Thank you for the raid. Those of you who've come to see us. We're playing Be Gay, Do Crimes, and we have 3 incredible people with us, being our gay criminals, doing their best to do crime, infest their crushes, and also all for a good cause besides theft. You can raise money. We're raising money for charity. So if you donate, you'll be helping. You can be helping out our players, because I'm not saying they need the help, but yeah. Sorry. Back to the game. What you gonna do?
I think Baloo just kind of goes, we're not gonna get there anywhere fast if we try to walk it on through like these other pride folks. Try and get us close. Maybe both of you get in. I hover outside. You get the goods, so we out of here. I try to find a path forward for us, but I need to get you close enough.
That sounds like a plan.
I love that tactical brain of yours.
You see, Baloo just bashfully sticks his entire snout into this grande cup of an iced coffee. Just bashfully just hides his cup and goes, "Oh, thank you. I may be a bear of very little brain, but I'm making it work."
Hey, no self-talk, no negative self-talk on this team, Baloo.
You are so right. No negative self-talk.
Mirabog is going to like mumble. You love that. Oh. And she's also going to take a sip of a coffee.
And I think Baloo will look over at Mirabog and it's just kind of like, well, you got the security uniform. If I get in close, you think you can hop over?
I can do it.
Heck yeah. And I will
And she flips her
start
hair
my...
while saying it.
I start my moped machale. my legally distinct moped machale theme song plays in the background.
Yes.
Just...
Moped again. Moped all the time. I'm a bear and I just ride and ride and ride.
Yes.
Someone clip this, please.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to drive closer to this huge monolith with the goal of eventually getting in and stealing these incredible fashion designs that are too overpriced. To get in there, steal these designs as well as their copyright, and give it, steal from the rich and give to the gays. Fashion should not be, people should not be priced out of, pride fashion. That's the aim. That's the goal. And yeah, are you trying to drive sneakily or are you trying to drive fabulously?
Excuse me. So we are surrounded by folks. The bullets at the center. Sneaky might be the option here. Yeah, sneaky might be the option here, even though I'm at a 2 in criminal. How can I do this fabulously? Oh, I know how I'm going to do this fabulously. In true Doom fashion, I'm going to sneak these two in through a very well-placed, distracting moped montage. Is what I'm going to do. I am going to ride forward through the streets to distract everyone else and make a huge scene after I drop these two off, so that they don't notice two people entering that float that they shouldn't be entering into because they're too busy looking at the bear who's got sick moped riding skills.
That is sick. I buy that. I'll buy that for $1. So in that case, just to let you guys know before you do anything, we got our first reroll because of a donation. They didn't say he didn't say who it's for, so you guys can share or decide who gets it. Whenever you want to claim it, you say you can get it or not. So this will basically let you roll. I'll say whether you rolled 1 dice or 2, you can spend it to basically just re-roll however many dice you rolled for that specific roll. But once you spend it, it's gone. So, I think since you're going full Doom with the theme song playing behind you, I think this is probably a gay roll.
This is probably a gay roll. This is not a bear thing.
But it is a driving thing.
But
This is a driving thing. It is a driving thing. Okay, I can roll 2 then.
Yeah.
So this is not a bear. Bears don't ride mopeds Doom style. Okay, I got a 2 and a 4, and both of those are within the gay 4 that I have.
Are you going to push it? Be a gay criminal?
Yes, I love a devil's market. Yes, I'll do that. I will do it. I'll do that. So that's 2 dice again to be a gay criminal. I roll on my criminal, right?
Correct.
Oh, I already have 2. I already have 2. No, it's 4 to 5.
Okay.
I'll accept this failure. I think we need that reroll for when things get really heated up.
Okay, so describe what happens when it goes well. Like, what was your intent? Describe it going well, and I'll tell you how it changes.
Okay, this is it going well. This is the part that goes well. Both of you are on the sidecars. Mirabog as well as Ginger are on the sidecars. And our friend Baloo revs his engine and then just speeds forward. And as he is swerving and ducking between all these different floats, slows down just enough for the both of you to pop off as he drifts around the corner. You both land however y'all want to land in the float. Baloo kind of spins and begins to kind of rev his engine again and just doing all of the biking tricks. We're ollieing, we're doing our one wheel. He's hopping on his little moped wheels.
Doing a bit of a grind on a nearby railing. Yeah, of course.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Moped things. That's what you do with a moped.
Yeah. Everybody turns and watch, and it's like, oh my god, is this a bad themed TikTok? And it's immediately people are doing their videos. And are we getting punked? And the whole big monolith is saying wait, the TikTok going viral. We have to get in on this. This is free advertising. And you see them just adjusting and the whole monolith moving to get closer to, getting closer to you. And it's fire the product placement. And you can see the big cannons just pointing out. And it's fuck yeah, fire! And a huge T-shirt that comes out with the brand just comes firing for you, narrowly dodging it. Keep firing. We need these in the shot. Last season's hold is out. It's all coming. You're having to. And this became a much more treacherous little moped drive for you. You're avoiding being shot.
I imagine a singular, extremely branded T-shirt lands on his head, and he's just oh wait, no, I can't see it. She tries to shake it off, and everyone is getting caught on all the TikTok, so he is inadvertently promoting I don't know, a frozen drink of some sort.
Yeah.
A frozen energy drink.
Yeah.
A frozen branded drink.
Yeah. Get some. Elsivade. See, What is wrong with me?
You'll enjoy them very much.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Exactly. These drinks are the bare necessities, and you're wow. They were working hard in the sweatshops inside this float to make this that quickly.
Inside the float, got it.
Inside the float, yes, of course. They take the sweatshop with them. Yeah. But one is not made in Bangladesh.
All right.
But you two have managed to avoid being seen. But I think the plan. You tell me. I think the plan kind of went off without a hitch. So you adjust your points.
It did went off without a hitch at great detriment to me because I'm now at 1 crime.
Oh no.
You're all up.
We're too gay.
We're too gay.
The
We're
party is
just too gay.
We're all too gay and not enough criminal.
We need to do more crime. We're too gay.
You need to have an I planned for this and then just like flashbacks. Okay, so you two have managed to, find a way in without being noticed. You have your key card. Take it away, Mirabog and Ginger.
Can I just, I guess, do flashback?
Yes.
Go on.
I want to do a flashback to basically I was still sitting at the coffee shop, and like once I've decided that I'm gonna like steal the security uniform, I basically talking to Ginger and I'm like, but once you get in the float, we need you to have like a convincing disguise as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull, those like really bad, like the shiny masks with like the feathers coming out. I'm gonna pull one of those out of my bag and give it to Ginger in the flashback, so they can put it on now that we've reached.
Yeah.
In the present time, I just reach into a pocket and pull the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm moving a point from gay to criminal.
Makes sense to me. Yeah. So you have a disguise. You have a gotted out, security uniform. Hey, we have props.
Oh my god.
Yes, exactly. There are many people in the float with that exact mask. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. We haven't. Yes. Have you guys come up with a name for this company, or do you want me to come up with one?
Oh, please. I would
Super
love
Please.
call.
Please. Yeah.
It's Valk-RE. Valkyrie.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, they were like fucking Nike. They think they name themselves after a goddess. No, we're going to name ourselves after all the souls we take to Valhalla, where profit is and fashion. Yes, that's what they named this float. It's Valhalla. The warriors of fashion lie.
Oh,
I
no.
think I made them too cool. Or not cool enough? I don't know. I've done something wrong.
You've done something.
I've done
Done
something. Done something.
This will have consequences.
There will be consequences. So yeah, you notice all these people inside. They've got their masks on. They have the security uniform, and of course, the more elite security inside have properly decked themselves out in pride versions of a Valkyrie attire. Whatever their genders, they've got boob armor. They've got like long robes on, like they've literally come out of what's it called? Xena Warrior Princess. That man or woman, they've all got that. That is the uniform for those who have reached a certain level of danger.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's what you're seeing inside. I'm just letting you know what our poor bear's missing out on.
It's okay. He's being attacked with products. It's fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. You've got your disguises. You just have to, avoid all this, all the Valkyrie security to get to where the photos that were taken earlier indicate the outfits are, as well as the proprietary copyright information.
Obviously, we need to sneak through this place, get to the secret location. With the recon we did earlier, do I have a general idea of the layout of the fortress?
Yeah, you do have a general idea yeah, you got a general idea.
Well, we all know that we need to get the access card for the vault, because that's a separate situation.
100%.
We have to go to the floats head office / control room.
Yes.
And go get that, right?
Yeah.
Which is where Cinnamon would probably be, right?
Yeah. you guys don't know in character, but that is where the audience saw Cinnamon earlier, looking through all these like different computers and observing everything. That would have been cool. So she might still be there. Very likely to still be there.
There's no way she's involved with this. It was just a weird coincidence. I'm gonna ignore that. I just can't be thinking about her during this. You know, like I need to focus. Like she has taken up too much room. Like she's living rent free. You know, it's too late. Anyway. But yeah, if I could maybe help, like if I could lead Mirabog and myself towards that control room. Try to sneak over there. I'm desperately trying to think of a flashback to raise my criminal score, but I cannot.
Okay.
Let's just like.
All right. So, sounds like a criminal role. Trying to think. This is what I think. This is kind of thiefy, being sneaky and like trying to like break in and like do. I think this could be. I'd let you roll 2d6 for this. Remember, you guys do have the group reroll.
Well, I rolled a 6, but I also rolled a 1, so I'm going to take the 1.
Yes, take the 1. Do you want to push? Would you like to push your luck? Be a gay criminal.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah. So tell me how you make it fabulous.
How do I make it fabulous in order to impress my crush, whoever they might be?
Whoever they might be.
I think that along the way, I just start like it's fabulous, but just for Mirabog. I start like flamboyantly pickpocketing anybody we pass for like anything that looks interesting or useful, right? So if we see like a security badge or like a map of the compound, I don't know. But also like if they're wearing a shiny cufflink, that's mine now. Just one of the 2 cufflinks though. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, make the roll.
All right, this time I'm trying to roll under a 4, and I've rolled a 3, so a 6.
Good. Yeah, you managed to like pilfer a few things. In your hand is very impressive. Just like quick dexterous fingers. Mirabog, how are you feeling?
I'm like giving you all of these like little shinies and stuff, like presenting them to you with like flourishes. Just.
I'm very impressed. I keep dropping, like I keep taking them and putting them into like my the small bag like slung at my side, which of course through like dark magics is like infinitely because of course it is.
Not you having a literal bag of holding on this ice.
Have to.
Just a whole ass warlock showed up.
How am I supposed to keep all my stuff? I need to keep my water bottles and my makeup and my spare god's clothes and my spare magic book. Like there's a bunch of stuff.
Which is an excellent reminder to folks who are attending Pride this year to please bring all your necessities to your Pride parades.
Oh, I did
and
not
water.
think that's what the reminder was. I thought the reminder was be sure to bring your mom friend with a big bag.
That too.
That also.
That too. Because
I've
we
never
know
that
not all
is
of you are like that.
actually that is actually what I did at Pride, what I usually do at Pride. I did just have a massive bag full of a bunch of stuff.
I am also the mom friend, I hear you.
Text your mom friends in your friendship groups and tell them you love them.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mom Friend Day.
It's a Wednesday in June.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. I like to consider Shubham the mom friend of the stream. Thanks, Shubham.
Thanks,
for
Shubham.
you.
Thanks, Shubham.
We love you, Shubham.
So much.
Any more snacks, Shubham?
Happy Mother's Day, Shubham.
So you're able to get you're able to like easily navigate, fitting in perfectly, except for those times where you hide in the shadows, to get to the main control room, where you can get a bigger idea of where everything is, where the big keycard is, where the important players are. And in the screen, you can see all these different like video, all these different cameras that are showing the externals, like what's happening. But most of them are focused on, I've changed the images of Baloo doing incredible tricks. And they're like, oh, I take a snapshot of that. We'll take that on Instagram. We'll put that on Twitter. Come up with a caption. Come on. And there's like a bunch of like interns, chained to the desk, coming up with, intern copywriters trying to come up with funny things like, "Come on, Gen Z, you're useless to them. You cannot come up with something funny. Come on, we need eyes on these. We need views." They're just like saying, Bear will believe it. That's terrible. Come on, something to do with the design." And you can see the person who's like bossing. There were like several like, supervisors, kind of like just like who are just there to yell at the interns, and of course the one big supervisor who was there dressed in an incredible three-piece suit, big watch, powerful sunglasses, even though you're in a dark room. The very familiar face of Cinnamon, just like there watching over everything, smoking a vape while this is going on. They have not noticed you. They haven't noticed that you guys have got this door open. They like see it, but you can also see, Baloo is being pressured on all sides by all the product placement that's trying to get in the shot with him. And by in the shot with him, they mean shoot him.
Oh no!
I think we need to create a distraction. We need to hack one of the feeds to show something else.
Well, yeah, we definitely got to loop a couple of these feeds.
We have to hack a feed.
Gotta hack the feeds.
I know how I'm gonna hack the feed.
Oh my god, yes. Hack the feeds. Save your bear. Hashtag save your bear.
Like I want to do this like sneaky enough so that like Cinnamon can't see. But like the nearest like tech person, like the intern, who's like controlling one feed, I am gonna like say an incantation into my book and move like one tentacle to just grab them towards me, and then I just start punching them and saying, "Hack the feed, hack the feed, hack the feed, hack the feed." And I want to roll
That's one
criminal
way
for
to
this.
hack the feed.
Just punching them.
Somebody to submission.
I don't know if this is sneaky or flamboyant. I don't
I
know.
feel like this is criminal. I'm hacking.
Audience, somebody.
Technically.
I'd like to hold an action. And if this fails, I would like to provide a first distraction. If it fails.
If it fails, how can it fail? How can it?
Zero way for this to fail.
How about this?
Possibly.
I'll give you this. I'm going to do like I might as well do it criminal. I want criminal as my base thing, but I do want to roll for flamboyance and try it gay as well.
Okay, we'll do criminal first. I don't think any of your powers apply here, because you're not a hacker. Oh, wait, you are the muscle.
Punching
You
him.
are the muscle. That does apply.
You are a muscle.
You are
Yeah.
the muscle. Go for it.
I got a 4 and a 5, which does not succeed.
Yeah,
have a
you
reroll.
grab him and you just start yelling,
You
"Hack the
have a
feed!
reroll.
Hack the feed!" And he's saying like,
I'm not using the reroll.
"Yeah, he's
None
not
of us
using
are
it."
ever going to use the reroll. We like failing.
Yes, and you just
Yeah,
start,
you have to make us.
just to meet yourself. And he's like, "Ow, ow, ow, yes, ow, oh!" I think, and you turn into like cries of joy. This intern, this poor intern, is just like, he's there. He's just like, "Oh, okay, yes, mommy," and just like everyone like turns around at that awkwardness. Everyone's just like, as they kind of like see you. I'm gonna have to ask you to move a point from gay into criminal, because this is desperately the plan has failed. That like everyone's kind of turned to look at you, Mirabog. I believe someone was holding an action. They wanted to do something.
Yeah, everybody knows about the hold and action.
Oh,
So given that this has failed, I would like to do a flashback.
yeah. Cool.
So the flashback is this: after our coffee shop meeting, and Baloo and Mirabog both go to their next steps. I like swivel around to the next table behind us, and I look at the other member of our crew. This is when Shubham joins. No, I'm just kidding. And I talk to the person that I assume would have been Ronnie's character, I guess. I talk to our hacker friend, and we make the arrangements to make sure that they're in place in the command center for this moment, so that if anything happens with Mirabog, they can loop the feeds.
Sure.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide. I got to get Mirabog out of this situation, so I'm going to give the signal to our infiltrator, and then I'm going to take my mask off and confront Cinnamon. In the biggest, most fabulous. Oh wait, I got a flashback. In the biggest, most criminal way.
These are separate things. This is absolutely separate, so it's fine. You first do the flashback. Your infiltrator is ready, and presumably is not the one being punched. We hope. Is not the one saying it. Hopefully, is not that. You taking off your mask and just like saying, "It is I," or however you want to do it. Roll gay.
Roll gay.
Let's see. What is your thing? Is look at me is organized protest. I'll let you roll 2d6 for this. Go for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Why not?
That is a 1.
Hey, that's what we wanted, right?
It is.
That is what we wanted.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Do you want to be a gay criminal and push it?
Yeah.
How
Oh
you,
my god.
yeah. So how are you like also making this criminal and not just fabulous or sneaky? Like
Fair.
doing a signal, doing something else?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass off a piece of like the flash drive with the whatever on it, technology things.
Yeah.
Technology things, yeah.
Of course.
Because they couldn't have brought it in,
No,
their
of
hackers
course.
did. 'Cause They were
Yeah.
searched. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna subtly pass that off while Cinnamon.
Well,
I may have rolled too many dice. I don't know how many dice.
2d6?
Okay, great. 3, which is my score, so we're good.
Yeah, it's your criminal score? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you take it off. You say that. As you're like taking off your mask and tossing it, your USB is in the mask because you're like kind of like throwing it. The mask kind of swirls around, and your secret infiltrators got it. Because they were, of course, stripped down and treated like a TSA search because interns don't have any rights at this company. I don't, not saying anything about corporate culture or anything, just specific company.
And neither do gay people.
Hey. So Cinnamon turned and is just like stunned, mouth agape, vape falls out, and it's like, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Ginger, what are you doing here?
Come for you, Cinnamon.
It's like, gasp.
I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. This is one that I think that I can fix. Cinnamon, I know it's been 17 years
What?
since we were together.
You still look as fabulous as that day, 17 years ago.
You know, my doctor says that I have the respiratory system of a 50-year-old, despite being clearly 70 years old.
Clearly.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. This is too much. What am I doing? This is your place of work. Is there somewhere we can go?
Yeah. You can see
Can we
like
talk?
like start, like the other corporate like studios have all turned and they're like, go to them. Quick, go to them. Like they're fully enraptured in this. Like there's conference room B6. I guess is that? Are you still punching the guy at Mirabog while this is going?
Yeah, I'm watching, but like,
Yeah.
Just in the background.
Yeah, I just like, he's like, of course, go there to room B6. And just like completely ignoring what's happening on the screens as no one notices that they're being switched to repeat. The same kind of like stuff is going on. The interns have just gotten like up, not saying anything because they're just glad to get the break that this is happening. And she's happy to go with you and take you to a different conference room completely. What about your friend? Points at the one who's making the intern
Look at
say,
me,
"Mommy."
Cinnamon. Don't look at them. Look at me. This isn't about anyone else. All right? We're not going to let other people come in between us like we did last time.
Right. I shouldn't
And
have
I'm
let
gonna-
late
you
stage
just see
capitalism.
Mirabog's face like fall, like
I'm gonna
Okay.
try to lift. I'm gonna use my thief skills and
Yeah.
try to lift the the final access card that we need off of Cinnamon, obviously. First
Sure.
charge and get it over to Mirabog.
Go for it. Give me a criminal roll. Remember that your plan went off with a hitch, so move 1 point of criminal to Gay.
I did,
Okay, great.
but then I flashback, so I moved it back.
Okay, sweet. Well, as
Yeah,
long
so
as you're
yeah.
keeping track of it, that's the important thing.
All right. That's 2. Just under 4.
Hey, the criminal's that high? Very good.
Hey.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, of course. I shouldn't have let late stage capitalism get in between of our love.
Late stage capitalism is who I truly blame for my brother's murder, not you.
Yes, clearly. And she's like, say that I should just like pickpocketing, your hands are going to her neck and just taking off the key card, popping it over down to one of the many hands of the Swamp Witch, easily able to get it. And yes, quick, take me to conference room B6.
Oh, conference room B6.
Yes.
I never thought you'd ask.
File me like I'm a form to the IRS improperly.
I cannot. I
You
cannot.
triplicate.
Just bye.
Chirag's making me pull on all of my business school knowledge for this. We're gonna find so many corporate synergies.
Yeah, so you're leading out of the room. You have the key card now. You have the key cards on which. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go to the like my heart says to follow Ginger, but I think I'm gonna go to the where the fashions are kept.
Yeah.
Because gotta get the job done.
Sure. You're gonna take the intern with you to keep punching at them, or you're just gonna leave him behind?
No, I'm done with the intern.
Okay.
It's fine.
Mommy?
F for the intern.
No, he didn't get an F. So you're able to know where it is. You're able to head down. You can hear the sounds below of the intense sweatshop going down right beneath it, as it leads to this secret room labeled, labeled Valhalla. You go up with your key. Go up to the key card. You press it. It automatically puts in the password AESIR. Goes in. Zoom. Opens up, and you can see the incredible new fashion line that's hidden in this room. Perfectly preserved. Like, it is cold in this room. They want to let nothing happening there. This is a temperature-controlled room. The best of the fashions. This is all incredible designs that's there. But which is the design that appeals to you the most? Which are the ones that this is fashion that must go to all the gays?
Oh god. I imagine that there's just like a t-shirt.
Mhm.
And I'm this. It has one small line cutting through like one side.
Mhm.
And that line has the rainbow filled in on it. The rest of the t-shirt is plain white.
It's pristine. That color.
Or plain black, actually. No, it needs to be more gold.
Yes. Yeah. And it's just
one rainbow line.
see it, the symbolism of this. The rainbow still getting through, even through the goth night. You cannot escape it. The one blade of the rainbow, and that's the selling point. But you feel it. So you can feel the intent in this perfect design. And of course, there are other good outfits as well. But this is the one that immediately appeals for you. As you're just trying to get them all, and are you going to just as you approach them, you realize that this is very much Temple of Doom. You lift it up, pressure plate's going to start triggering. So are you just going to grab and run? Are you going to do something else to mess with the systems? What are you planning to do?
I think grab and run immediately. Just I want to put as much stuff that I can wear. I'm just going to put on myself and grab the rest and just like the first scene in Pause. Has anyone seen Pause? Like it's the first scene in Pause.
I don't know if I've seen that. But I believe you. I get the image. I get the image. You're just like covered in all these outfits. It's like maybe a little hot, a little difficult to walk, and very hot. As you're running out there, all of the other ones are in your hands. One hand just like stealing off like the designs, which are also in this room for safekeeping, and you just start running. And of course, alarms are going to start ringing. Boom, boom, boom. Are you planning to go grab Ginger, or are you planning to just get out yourself and assume Ginger?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to go grab Ginger.
All right. So
while this is happening,
yes. Outside,
people have stopped pelting me with
Meanwhile,
branded content finally.
outside, the pelting has stopped. But you do notice that the whole float is being warning. Not
the sirens going off at Pride.
Yeah.
And with that, Baloo sees that and just thinks, "Oh no, my crew is in danger." And I would like to use a flashback in
Go
this
for it.
moment,
Go for it.
where it was a meeting between all three of us, where we spoke about contingency plans. And the contingency plan was just to let the bear out, to grin and bear it and just let the bear out. And being inspired by his friends Mirabog and Ginger, and seeing that the both of them are clearly in danger because there's a siren going off, and we all know big loud siren, big scary lights, terrifying for a bear. So he's going to step on the gas, rev his engines, swerve onto the other side of the float, because he was the one that did the recon. He knows where the room where we're meant to be making the quickest escape from. So he revs his engine, and as soon as he gets to the side of the float that's made of some type of cloth, most likely, he's going to hop onto his moving bike, Doom style, and the bike is going to continuously move perfectly, and he's going to carve with his bear claws through the cloth of this float so that we have an immediate escape.
So, roll for Moped Machale.
Yes, I want to roll for Moped Machale.
You get 2d6 because bear things. And I'm sorry, this is flamboyant. I don't see this as sneaky.
This is not criminal, no. But I did want to balance out my crime just in case. For future things. All right, so I've got a 4. See, 2 2s.
You go in and you just. This is in super. This is titanium that's just like laced over this entire building. It doesn't matter to you. You are propelled by the power of Moped Machale and your own bareness, and you bear the walls clear off and shear straight through as you basically cause this part of it just like crumbles to the side, and you have this huge opening, and just like more alarms are coming. These are like engine failure alarms and other warning symbols like get out, this is bad, as this is all going, as you create this big opening that's there for them to escape from. Also,
Baloo roars. He just releases a bear growl like.
You hear the sound of "We're free!" and a bunch of people from the sweatshop just manage to just like jump out to the hole that you've made. We're free! You also notice that they were kind of pedaling to make the thing move, which is completely up for them.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah. So you've got that opening, you've got that going. Upstairs, in the conference room where corporate synergies may have been about to happen. Someone was planning them. You're alone with Cinnamon, and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening!" And boo boo, I can't believe this is happening. And then like engine fails, like, okay, I'm starting to believe this is happening.
As I get alone with Cinnamon, and I drop the facade. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go full, like, I'm gonna go full sassy bitch. Like, I'm gonna go, listen, I have people that care about me now. I don't need you anymore. I'm not 53 anymore. I've grown up a lot. And the people that I care about now, the people that love me and I love them, are not going around killing my brother. All right? Not making unnecessary drama in the crew. And certainly not betraying all of our ideals to join Monolith Corp and be this kind of corporate shill sellout. I knew that as soon as you went to ShowCon that this was going to be a problem. And look at you. Just 17 years later. Look at what you've become. I would like in the middle of this, I know Mirabog's heading towards me, but I would like to transition to an awkward moment with Mirabog.
Sure. Mirabog can come in and kind of can see this happening. So if you want to say something that's awkwardly, flirty or whatever was that what you had in mind, or were you just pushing Cinnamon aside to hold hands? What was your plan?
As Mirabog makes it to the conference room, I think you walk in on me just being like, Mirabog is strong and supports me and is always there when I need them, has not murdered a single family member that I know of. And as you know, I hate drama. So if you're gonna murder a family member, you better not let me know, right? And hey, you're here.
I just slammed open the door
Yeah, roll Gay to basically just see if you stunned Cinnamon into inaction, or if something else happens.
Okay.
Yeah, basically Cinnamon would otherwise try and stop you guys, but just strike Cinnamon to her core.
1d6. Gotta get under a 2. We can do it, y'all.
Remember, you have a reroll.
We do have a reroll.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
You just spent it.
Using
They've just spent it.
Oh.
It's a 2. It's a 2.
That's what you needed?
Yeah.
Alright. You could just say that incredible thing, and it's just what? You said it was late stage. Captain, it's not my fault. Hate the player, not the game. It wasn't. I was just being a badass bitch. I was, I just collapsing to it. I was it's like the shirt says, girl boss, gaslight, killed her brother.
Girl boss, gaslight, fratricide.
Just collapses to her knees as this entire place is going under.
I'll just awkwardly take Mirabog's hand. I'm just glad you're here with me.
It's just will very awkwardly slip out the hand out of Shyness, but then slip in the tentacles, just so that you're still holding something.
Oh my
Perfect.
Did you want to push to be a gay criminal for this? Because I don't know how many fabulous marks you have. Because once you have 3, something happens.
I have 3.
Okay.
You have 3?
Yeah.
I have 3.
Yeah. If you accumulate 3 fabulous marks, at any point you may immediately overcome any obstacle by deciding to confess your feelings willingly and make a sacrifice, removing yourself from the action until the end of the heist. So you can use that any time. You have to use it now. I'm just saying that's an option. But once you got 3,
My day job starts in half an hour, so I'll just use it and quit the screen. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you've got that. This entire place is kind of tilting, and you guys are just running out of there. You know that going to contingency plan B for Bear, there is an opening for you guys to get out of, but it is still a treacherous journey. So how are you planning to get down there, Mirabog?
Oh god. Treacherous in what sense? Like what's the treacherous part of the journey?
Lots of Valkyrie guards still between you and the exit. This place is kind of like collapsing because it's a little top heady as like people are coming out. The hole is down there. It was a very big bear slash, so it is tilting a little bit to the ground, so it's a little very unsteady. And just lots of noise, which is irritating from the sirens.
Hmm.
Yeah. So.
I mean, okay. Well, I think the best dramatic way to do this is like I take all the clothes that I've stolen and I tie them into one like massive rope, which then I'm gonna like tie up somewhere near me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I grab Ginger, I wait for the building to tilt just the right amount that we jump off, swing through the ropes, and just slide all the way down towards where the entrance is.
Make a flamboyant. Make a gay roll. This
That
is
better
muscle.
be a gay roll.
This is very
this
muscle.
muscle?
So yeah,
Okay, it is muscle. Okay.
yeah, you're carrying someone and a bunch of clothes. And it's Tarzan. So yeah, 2d6.
That's it. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I make it.
Excellent. Do you want to push to be a gay criminal?
Absolutely.
All right. Now you need to roll against criminal.
Can I still use 2 dice?
Yes, you may.
Okay. I make that as well.
All right. So, yeah. So we have Bog, Mirabog of the jungle.
Swamp. She's off the swamp.
Of the swamp, swings down, kicking through several guards. Like several of the guards, you're just like with your feet, boom, boom, kicking them aside, easily able to get past. As you see the exit, you see the opening for you, and you're able to like toss yourself off it into the opening. Mark a fabulous point. As you're able to like land in the spot where the bear should be. But is the bear ready for them? Is the bear ready? Are you ready?
I think so. After doing Moped Machale, what our boy was doing, Baloo was doing, was launching guards out of that hole, thinking that his friends were gonna run in this way. But then he probably hears like the sound of guards tumbling like dominoes from above him, and just goes, oh shit, one drop, be on the bike, be on the moped, run. So he's going to waddle his way back onto the bike and attempt to fabulously be on time and be fashionably late, so that he jumps in just after these two land in the sidecars.
Nice. Definitely. I guess Wolf Gay, you're a driver, so this is
I'm a
2d6.
driver.
Yeah, this is what we expect.
Woohoo. I'm a driver. That's a 2. I'm rolling a lot of 2s.
Are you going to push to be a gay criminal?
I will push to be a gay criminal. Why not?
Why not?
I gotta. Why not?
Gotta.
That's a 1 and a 2. So
Hey, that's what
Woohoo.
you need. Get that fabulous point. How many do you have now?
I have 2, I think, because I tried to push my luck before and it didn't go well. So it's just 2.
Okay, it happens. But yeah,
Happens.
you're able to get in there, you're able to slide, and it's not like you're stationary. You're sliding as they land because they overshot. So they just land perfectly in your moving moped, landing softly, with all the various, we have Mirabog covered in all kinds of different fashion outfits, some very incredible ones, holding, the copies, the paper copies of the outfits. Produce more. All the prints, all that's ready, as well as our 70-year-old but very, very virile and popular Ginger. Also there, landing. Perhaps impressed by your moves? Who knows? Perhaps they're both impressed by the moves.
Oh yeah, Baloo like winks at both of them and goes, all right, let's blow this joint. As Moped Machale plays on full volume in the background as he revs his engine and starts zooming on out of there.
There again, we're gonna dance right. Yeah.
I don't think Ginger knows like where to like Ginger's swooning from being carried through the sweep, and now like there's badass moped things happening. Ginger's got the vapors. Oh.
Yes. Too many hotties. That's the problem. Always a problem with Pride. Too many hotties. And you just drive off. Zoom, and you're able to like escape. There's panic, there's confusion. No one's stopping you. No one's able to get anywhere near you. Are you holding on to the code Mirabog, or are you like tossing them off as you drive to Pride?
I mean, we do need to distribute them to the game, and a whole lot of designs. I think the clothes need to be thrown about, right?
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just like tossing it. Yes. Shirt for you. Shoes for you. Shirt for you. Take it. Sweatpants.
Green jumper.
Just throw shoes at someone's head.
Thank you.
Bonk.
Yeah. Someone stands up with a 6-inch eel plug buried into their skull. Thank you. Thank you, Moped Machale.
Oh my god, is that our group name is Moped?
And with that, you guys drive off into the rainbow-lidded sunset. Once again, victorious from your last job. Woo!
GG Moped Machale!
Moped Machale.
And of course, there's an after credits dance sequence that
Of
features the
course.
three of us.
Of course, yeah.
100%. Big dance sequence. Everyone's like in it, coming at different points. But yeah, water's drenched. It's incredibly thing. A lot of people have their bi-awakening watching this credit sequence. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Definitely.
Also on photo.
During the dance sequence, I want to make sure that I hold my hands out to both of them, and through the art of dance, invite them into a polyamorous relationship with myself.
Yes!
I will admit my crushes was both.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Great. And yeah, do you two want to admit your crushes?
Yeah!
I just had a super massive crush on Ginger.
Yep. And Baloo's crush was indeed on Ginger.
Nice. And with that, dance sequence and polycule confirmed. So ends the last episode of, Moped Machale. And this, yes, what a great season. And this session of Be Gay, Do Crimes. Yay! A game that lives up to its names. Hope you guys had a good time.
Oh, such a good time.
That was so good.
I had a good crime.
Hey. Wonderful.
I'm so mad I didn't find it.
All right, and we hope the audience had a good time watching this. We'll be doing more of these as well. Next week we'll be playing. Carlos will be back here again, playing Monster Hearts. So stay tuned for that. We got loads more games. We've got incredible interviews this month with LGBT creators, and yeah, as it was said before, it's all for a great cause to help us. So please donate. Please share the video. This will be up on YouTube hopefully later this week, depending on factors. But yes, we've got this, and thank you everybody for being a part of this, for watching this, and happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Right.
Do you guys want to shout out your socials and any
Oh.
other?
Sure.
Your next crime. Sorry.
Hey.
I can start. I'll start us off. No worries. Hi everyone, I'm Valiant Dorian. You can find me all around the internet at Valiant Dorian or at Autospirit. Please enjoy the lovely treasure hunt I just sent you on. Tonight I was your sloth bear Baloo. Please Google what sloth bears look like. They're adorable. You will not regret it.
Adorable.
They're
We
great.
have. I've done sloth bears before.
They're so great. I'm a TTRPG creator. You can find me at those socials and a bunch of projects. Transplaner is I've been officially cast in Transplaner Campaign 2, where I will be doing more Love Wins content there. So please come and check us out. We're an all trans POC led TTRPG stream across several multiverse that's anti-colonial, anti-orientalist. So that's your jam. Come check us out. We do really great work. And yeah, passing it over to whoever needs to go next.
Sean, anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, sure. I was like, I need instruction, man. You can't just be like putting it out there for me to make choices.
I should have made it. I should have popcorned it too. That's what I should have done.
We love popcorn. Hey everyone, I'm Shawn Banerjee. I'm available on all the social medias at Shawn Banerjee. I'm the founder and president of a company called The Word Refinery. We work to elevate voices from underrepresented populations in the TTRPG and gaming space. Right now, we're in the last 24, 23 hours of our first Kickstarter. Kaboa, the South American RPG setting. It's a RPG setting for 5th edition Pathfinder and Black Flag, the Tales of the Valiant, the thing that has 3 names. Made by a fully South American creative team, and yeah, you should check that out if that sounds interesting. Cool. I kind of just ended that. Aziz?
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Asis. I'm at Lesbianing on Twitter and poke about anywhere else. I don't have that much going on right now. I'm too busy being gay, but I do have a small RPG called Executive Dysfunction Simulator, which should be out whenever I get around to doing it because executive dysfunction. But yeah.
I'm so excited now.
Now we got to play that one day when it's out. Yeah.
Oh, it's a solo game. But
I mean, I'll play it anyway. Yeah. I've been Chirag. I've been your storyteller, GM. And you can find me at Chicky Said What, and also the Daisy Dragon Twitter. And also join us on the Discord. We've got so many lovely people. These lovely people are there. Other ones. We've got loads of Pride games also being played on the server. So get in there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with us. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.